Good morning, ladies. My name is Chez, and welcome to the What If Zuko Was the Godness Dragon? And before it's in the title, let me show you. Let's go to. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. See? So, yeah. So, this is the intro for it. So, yeah. When I was trying to go for, like, in this What If, I was trying to go for, like, a Beauty and a Beast. Kinda, like, mixed with the Twilight Zone thing. So, yeah. And I'm also throwing in Zumi. Yeah. And so, and I'm also adding my own little bit of a crazy lord to it. Of a most powerfulest dragon. And that could destroy the entire universe. And its name was actually its title, the Multiverse Dragon of the Darkness. So, yeah. Or of Nightmares. So, yeah. Look how scary he is. So, yeah. So, when Zuko and Zumi were born, or actually, sorry. So, back then, there was this, like, these creatures that are in the Super S class monsters. Yeah. They have to, or all the pro heroes have to try to. So, yeah. So, Inko gave birth to two. Like, Zumi, her powers of, or she has the same powers as her parents, and her brother, Zuko. Oh. So, yeah. Let's move this up. Okay, so, yeah. So they went to the court doctor, and he looked around, or actually the court doctor gave him, like, or tested their, if they had a quirk. So, sorry. To see if they have a quirk. Right? So, yeah. The So he looks at Zumi and says, huh, well, you have the fire manipulation. Awesome. And Yuzuku, you don't have a quirk. You're quirkless. As he says, okay. As Inko was a little bit sad, but at the same time, Ashashi doesn't mind having a quirkless kid in the family, plus Zumi does. And, like, so they do a lot together. They go to school between Zuko and Zumi. And, of course, Zumi was being, like, trying to impress Bakugo. So, but one day, Zuko and Zumi Zuko told Zumi that let's go both ways. Whoever gets to the house the shortest time wins. As his sister says, "You're on, little brother." As she goes through the tunnel and Zuko runs out or like through, as a big monster came out of nowhere. This was looking around as he could tell there's another monster. As he used both heads, looked right at Zuko Midoriya, runs up to him, grabs him, drags him down into the world, or like back to his home, and everyone is like stunned, but that creature was getting, as he looks at it, or that creature looks at him and says, Zuko Midoriya. As he, for some reason, this creature knew his name. As he asked, who told you my name? I am the past, present, future dragon. I know everyone from the past, present, and future. So so he decides to give him went into his brain and gave his power to Zuko. Huku. Like, it, like, fused with his multiverse that he did not know that he had. So, it died as he climbs out of a hole. Oh, as Pro Heroes shows up and, like, are you doing okay? Yeah, I'm fine. But man, as it was, let's say it was Mountain Lady says that. And about RK, yeah, that was just weird. As she says, "What's weird?" Trying to, or her, like, getting captured by these high monsters ones, like high end monsters, or something else. Well, I was trying to go home, but that eater decided to grab M. As Zuko says, it knew me from somewhere. And his name was the past, present, future dragon. As all the pro heroes couldn't believe that the dragon knew this kid. So they and it said it knew all of the from the past, present, future thing. But so, of course, Mountain Lady says, "Okay, so what else did he tell you?" Well, other than that, he basically gave me something like a power. Or so, yeah. And then when I looked behind, like when I looked down at it, or when I looked at him, it was already dead. Its body became like dusted. So, yeah. Then they exported him back to his house. And of course, Zumi was there. Inko was super worried about Zuko. Like, are you doing okay? Like, overprotective mother was, as he says, yeah, I'm okay. Huh. As Zuko looks at Zumi and says, guess you beat me. Sorry. Guess you beat me to it. Yeah. Huh. I did. As Inko couldn't believe that they, of course, So Inko, oh, told Zumi that you need to stay with your brother. So yeah. So now times thing. So yeah. So both of them reach 15. They go to UA. And Zuko, during that time, he met another dragon. He met a chaos dragon. And he looks the same age as them. So, but when they saw him at USJ, they were like, huh. Eh? As he's more like Tenya and Bakugo put together, because how funny he is. And he was the same age as Momo. So yeah. They went in. So he got. So Zuko has two. Like. Or he has his own monstrous form. And the. Or I call them dragon forms. And the past, present, future dragon. And yeah. So they went to paper thing as he between Zuko and him, because when they were just like kids, or yeah, when they were just kids, they always liked to play around. So, and be competitive. So, they able like was done really really fast. Like Zuko got 0.1, and singing's done, and he got like almost the same number, but a little bit after. They're actually at the same number, so they're like, "Oh man, come on!" And you both, or we both, never change on that. So yeah. So Zuko was says yeah, and so during the robot thing, he or between both of them got even points. Like they were in class 1A, no matter what. As he says, keep up, friend. Come on. Oh, I am. As he took out 1-pointers, 2-pointers, 3-pointers, the groups of them. As they're like, as he grabs, or as 0-pointer came, some of the debris fell off as they both like flippin' chucked it, or like grabs him and ran and the other way as at the same time, where is that? Oh, so Ochako Oraka saw Zuko for very first time, and she has this thing to her. Like she wanted him all to herself. She knew that Zuko is not a normal kid. So, yeah. So, Zuko was like, huh. As he's like taking breaths, like taking numbers things. As they both like, of course, when he was walking with, or when they were running, he he was embarrassed. But at the same time, he's really grateful that his friends do care about him, or his friend cares about him. As see, as they all like, except for Zuko and him, they all rest of them he took in that robot test, and they got, yeah. So both of them, where is it? So sorry. So both Zuko and him got, like, they both broke the record of the, or they became a new record holders. As they're like it. As so now I'm skipping the ball throw and they're actually during the ball throw thing, as he give him some motivational thing, as he tells Zuko that if whoever throws the farthest is, or the loser has to get them the cupcake thing. Okay? Oh, you're gonna eat those words, says Zuko, as he threw the ball so hard that it landed in the next atmosphere. Like, he got infinity. And as they both like, as Momo's is like, huh, what sort of got into both of them? As Zumi says, oh, they're just being typical boys. Yeah. They've always been so competitive. as Bakugo couldn't believe that Zuko and him are not Bakugo. He couldn't believe that Zuko and the number 2 person and was being so competitive. As Zumi, of course, Bakugo in this alternate timeline, he actually has feelings for Zuko's sister. Like, basically not like anger, doubts kind, but Bakugo loves her twice as much as anything in the world. So, yeah. So Zuko was basically and here's versus villains. All Might came. Both of them, I think, was on the same team. Let's make this more competitive when. Right? As he says, whoever finds a bomb first wins. Yeah. As Zuko and him got super ready, as the other team was, as the villains, as All Might says, ready, start. As they flippin' like not booked it, not like leave, but they both like charged right in, and they both like knocked Bakugo out and Todoroki, and they both touched a bomb exact same time. As Bakugo, or as they're like, as Zumi says, as Zumi looks at All Might and says, how about, because they like to play it in competitive, like whoever, as they're like, okay, that's fair enough. As, yeah. So, they still did the same thing, but instead of like running right through the obstacle courses, like, poof, done. So, now at the USJ thing, where is that? USJ. So basically, they all like ask him about like, how did both of you meet? It was during school thing, or parents known each other for a long time, and of course, he says, yeah. As Momo, who has heard or like told or asked him about like, because she has a suspicion of, because there's a like company, or like there's a richest company in the world that like competitive to Rosu's corporation thing, as she went over and asked him, "So, are you part of the?" Yes, I am. I'm their son, and 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 actually, or as Momo is blown away by it. So, yeah. But they got interrupted by the villains. And as, of course, Momo, or not Momo, the Ochako goes, and she becomes like embarrassed at first when like she asked him about his name. As Zuko says, "It's Zuko Midoriya. Huh? You have met my sister, I could tell." As he, or as she looks at the Zumi, that she has that outfit on. So she ends up like, yeah. So then, of course, Wu joins, or actually, in this alternate timeline, he did meet, or when he went to bed one night before, he had a dream of her, like meeting her in his dream. Like, So, yeah. So, now continue, and. Or actually, I'm skipping the rest because. The rest of them. Yeah. So, Bakugo, or not Bakugo, he was. Or Zuko was being. Like. Grabs everyone, including Mr. Aizawa. As he tells Mr. Aizawa that you'll get hurt too bad by that Nomu. When he threw the Nomu, he actually caught the fist of him and he says, As he says, "Oh, number 2. Or number 3. Because that's their code names they like to sometimes do. As, yes, number 1, as they both, they knew who, so ready to be competitive? Yeah. So, as, let's turn it into a slaughterfest, shall we? Yep. As he rips a Nomu's brain out, he slams right into he turned it into a slaughterhouse. As when they both were done, and they were like, gets retied in again. So yeah. So and yeah. So Momo's like looks at Zumi and says, "Are they always like that?" As Eraserhead and Momo said at the exact same time. As Zumi he says, "Yeah, they he always been like that since long as I remember." As huh as Bakugo was like, "Huh, yeah." As they don't see anger issues things with Bakugo, but when Inko, or not Inko, Zumi knows that Bakugo. Oh, sorry, I had a frog in my throat. Sorry. And no, it's not Toshira Ashura. The seat number 3. 1. So, yeah. Zumi, or actually, Zumi knows that Bakugo has a crush on her. And before they, or after they, like, leave, of course, Bakugo, who walks up to her and actually he felt embarrassed as Zumi walks up to Bakugo and gives him a hug. As of course, he wasn't being like aggressive. He was being so like embarrassed. As of course, she tells him that about the how she feels about him too when they first met. As that turns Bakugo fully red. And as when they were walking home together, like Bakugo and Zumi were, of course, Zumi expresses her feelings to him, and so did Bakugo. And the next day, he 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 or they show up back at work or at school, and so yeah, in order to like, so let's say a sports festival was in 3 weeks. So they trained twice as hard. And but before Okay, so you might be asking, there was so far 3 or ultimate, or no, super ultimate S class monsters. There was 3 of them if you missed it. So, and I'll explain it in the next part. So, bye.